Hello, everybody. I'll give it another few minutes for people to get in. I just cannot get over how cool being on a laptop is now. You know what I'm also excited for? Possibly getting freaking over 900 subs by tonight. Because I've been getting 30 subs from the past 2 Q&As, but whoo! I can't wait to see how many I gain from this one. At least I would hope so. Because, I mean, look at this. You got the laptop. King already knows about this, but the laptop experience allows me not only to have my own camera, but it has a built-in green screen. So that way I can put backgrounds and music, and that's where this is coming from, the restream. That's where you see all this that you're seeing right now. As am I, because even though I don't think we're going to be able to do a watch party, I'm just going to find the frickin' episodes and clips on YouTube. I'm still going to stand by what I said about having a before and after discussion on Discord about the episodes every time they come out. So we're going to give it a few minutes here, and we're going to let some people get in, and then we're going to get started. And I also hope you guys like the text that's below me. And I bet that this background stuff is a lot better than looking at, behind me with all the other junk. Bye? Okay. I really hope that we get a good amount of people in here. We're going to give it like a few minutes for some people to get in before we start the Q&A. Especially because I want to see everybody's reaction to my new stuff. Hey, Slick and Goats. We're getting some more people in here. I already told you what happened to my hair, Goat. What's up? You know me, bro. I told you in Discord, Goat. So I don't know if I've said this enough on Discord or anything, but I got rid of KJ's tournament channel because KJ/Ren, I'm sure you all know him. He's been freaking inactive on Discord and YouTube and everything, and I'm like, what happened to him? For 4 days, I haven't been able to message him, friend him back. It's like, he left the whole server, which is exactly what Goat did whenever he lost the tournament. But this is like, I don't know what happened to him. And I appreciated Ren here on the channel. He made me thumbnails. He freaking was a nice person. And then he just leaves. I don't know what happened. I can't wait for the ones who live tomorrow. Yes, I'm with you, Goat. I don't care about spoilers, which is what I've said before here on the channel. I don't care about spoilers. What I care about is that I'm seeing what's going on. All I care about is what comes out. But I don't care about getting spoiled. Thanks again for putting my photo on the thumbnail. It was actually a really good photo. And anyone who hasn't seen the thumbnail or the episode recently, you should definitely check it out regardless. Because not only does it go into 30 minutes of how Dale gets his shotgun arm, but GMV's picture definitely encapsulates like how he got it also. And I hope you guys also saw on Discord Merle's knife hand or sword hand, especially when I posted it on YouTube, because that's what he's going to have, is a sword hand instead of a knife hand. But yeah, I think we got enough people in here now, so let's go ahead and get into the Q&A. And I really hope that Ren returns, because he said to come back on YouTube or Discord for a long time. Well, 4 days, but you guys get what I mean. But let's go ahead and start. And I really hope you guys like the background and the music. If you guys can hear the music, I love the laptop and the new restream thing. It definitely will make my videos a lot more popular, especially the Q&As. Wouldn't his sword hand weigh him down? Yes, but remember something. The Z sword from Dragon Ball, Gohan took forever to wield that thing. But within just a little bit of training with it, he was able to grasp and wield the sword like it was his own. And I know the sword that Merle's going to get is no Z sword, but I feel that the way I'm doing the production of it right now, he grows into it and is able to properly wield it like it's his own. I know that's not much of an explanation, but that's the best I can give you, even when I do the videos. But, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go ahead and see where I need to catch up with on the chat. And this is even better now for Q&As. And you want to know why? Because now I don't have to worry about scrolling with a phone and my phone falling down repeatedly and repeatedly and repeatedly saying, oh, just ignore that. No, I don't have to worry about that because the laptop, it pretty much does all the work for me. It has a built-in green screen, has a built-in camera, and it gives me an app that I can put music, backgrounds. I love it. Which is why the 30 subs that I had gotten from those other two Q&As, I feel like that's going to boost up 1,000-fold. I would certainly hope so. And the scrolling feature for my chat, for you guys, I can scroll faster, so that way, even if I'm talking your freaking ears off, I can still freaking catch up with questions. What if Shane got shot instead of Carl? I have what if Shane and Rick both got shot, and what if Shane did get shot instead of Rick? But I don't think that I made Shane get shot instead of Carl. Oh, that's another thing before we get into too much Q&A stuff. Two things. Number one, I hope that you guys saw my post recently about every single what if that I put on Discord. Every single what if I have saved for the future is on Discord. Literally every one. And it's like over, no joke, like 50 to 60 screenshots. I'm not joking you. It's that big. And number two, Now that I'm on a different thing, it's going to be even weirder to deal with trolls, but I feel that it shouldn't be too much of a big deal. Do you guys agree? What if Shane got shot instead of Carl? Can you guys remember if I saved that? Because I don't think I did. Um, but as for if I could do it, I don't know. It was on the KJ channel you deleted. Oh, that's right. Oh well, you got enough of an idea, right? What do you mean you don't see the Q&A anymore? You mean the my stories and everything? Well, that's okay. Now, as for Shane gets shot instead of Carl, uh, hmm. Wait a minute. It was on the KJ channel you deleted. You mean the idea? So I did save it. All right, well, if I did save that one, and that's what you were talking about, I can just move on to the other ideas next. What's next? What if Glenn was saved by the CRM? Well, I have what if Glenn was in Dead City where he meets up with Maggie and Negan, but how would he be saved by the CRM? You're going to have to explain. What if the CRM kidnapped the governor? What if the governor joined the CRM? That's already a safe story. What if Michonne died instead of Jesse? Well, Michonne's a spin-off character, so Jesse is no Michonne. So, and once Sam died, Jesse was right next to him, so that wouldn't really work. Hi, Garjulia. What if the CRM kidnapped Beth? You know what? Why not? So that's the first idea saved. What if Beth joined the CRM? What if the CRM kidnapped Beth? What if Negan didn't finish off Glenn when his eye popped out and he was wounded? At that point, with his eye popping out, I wouldn't want Glenn to live. I have plenty of Glenn stories, including what if Maggie was killed instead of Glenn, but I just don't want him or see him living after getting his eye popped out. I don't think anyone wants to see that. Because then it's just too disturbing for my taste. I don't know. I have plenty of Glenn stories, though, and I've done plenty of stuff here on the channel with him. What if Shiva actually killed Negan? Well, then two things would have happened. Number one, everyone would have killed the Saviors in Jadis's group right then and there. The Saviors would have been leaderless back at the Sanctuary and Outpost, and the group would have won overall. And everything would have possibly turned out okay, except it would have been a little bit tougher to build the bridge and deal with the Whisperers. But ultimately, I think it would have just went like the comics. Or the minute after Negan is killed by Shiva, the Saviors retaliate and they kill everyone there. Honestly, that doesn't... It just seems like a basic premise. What if When he's under the dumpster, a helicopter sees him before he catches up with Enid and decides to take him. Okay. What if the CRM took Glenn? All right. Number 2. What if Sophia joined the CRM is saved? Now, Abraham, I'm not so sure. How would that happen? You know what? Actually, never mind. I could actually do that. Never mind. We're good. That one's going to be saved. What if Abraham joined? Wow, I've had 3 CRM what ifs in a row. God dang. I think the ones who live is like pumping you guys up. What if the CRM kidnapped Shane? Yes, that is saved. What if Shiva never died? That's saved. What if the governor's family never died? Well, it would have been like Morales' family or Abraham's family or basically any small family like that. It wouldn't have amounted to much because they didn't really do anything. So I can't say I could make it a good what if. All right, let me think. What if the CRM kidnapped T-Dog? How would that work? What if Abraham stayed with Rosita? That actually is a saved what if. What if the CRM kidnapped Rick Grimes before season 9? I think I have what if Jadis traded Rick. So that's pretty much how that works. What if Jadis traded Negan? That's saved. What if the dynamite was never on the bridge? If you can think of how that would impact the story, the dynamite not being on the bridge, maybe like a basic premise, then I'll think of something. What if Pete's family and Carol's family swapped roles? I don't know, honestly, because their families were so alike, except Carol. I don't feel that it would have resulted in much, but you know what? I've swapped characters and stuff around like that before. So now that I think about it, yeah, I think I could do that. It just didn't seem like it was logical. Like, it didn't seem like much would change because the families are so similar. But I actually think a lot would change. What if the CRM kidnapped Beta? Oh. Beta being a Reaper, that's one thing. But Beta being part of the most powerful military on the planet, the trailer's words, not mine. Yeah, that would be insane. What if Eugene being a part of the CRM, him being part of the Commonwealth, I put more likely, but the CRM, not so much. Dale definitely, he knew how T-Dog was feeling and how everything was going then, so I don't think they would have left. I've never saved that because I just don't find it logical for them to leave. What if CRM kidnapped T-Dog? All I'm saying is, how would it happen? How would it happen? What if both Otis and Shane were kidnapped by the CRM? Well, then Carl would die, for one thing. And Otis and Shane would be part of the CRM. And, I'm going to have to name that What If Otis and Shane Were Kidnapped? Because them joining, I know I just said joining for a few others, one of them, and it doesn't sound logical for some of them, but I could save that as a sixth idea, but it just needs to sound logical, like they were kidnapped. Because for one thing, we all know that if they didn't go back or something like that, Carl would die. What if Dale actually shot Shane? That's saved. What if Alicia joined CRM? I forget where Alicia went. Jesus. We have a lot of freaking CRM what ifs here. What if Alicia joined the CRM? I forget where she went after the nuke. I know she found Morgan and got her hand sliced off, but how would she join the CRM, and where did she go before that? What if the CRM kidnapped Dale? I have the CRM being a big... I have Dr. Jenner joining the CRM and the CRM appearing early, so half of these what ifs I can't really do. What if General Beale was leader of the Saviors? So, like, what if General Beale and Negan swapped? All right. I know a little bit more about the CRM now, that I can actually do more CRM what ifs. What if General Beale and Negan swapped? What if the CRM found Terminus? That would almost be like the CRM appearing early. So you could see that revolving around your idea, kind of, but I can't really think of a base idea. What if Eugene never met Abraham? I have several what ifs that will be revolving around that. What if Otis killed Shane? That's saved. What if Troy joined the CRM is saved? What if Jadis and the Trash People were surviving cannibals from Terminus? No way. That would be way too many cannibals. Jadis's group beat Gareth's group by 1,000. So there's no way that they could all be survivors. That is not logical at all in any way, shape, or form. Even the Ferals, who were unrelated to the cannibals that Connie and Virgil ran into, there weren't even that many of them. So, can't really do that. Yeah. What if Merle joined the CRM and Merle and Daryl joining the CRM? Those are saved. The person, yo, love your what ifs, dude. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. And I hope you all love the freaking background and the green screen stuff, even if it is glitchy. Shane would have definitely opened the barn by that point. They already knew there were walkers in there, and they would have found out eventually because Glenn just had to go ahead and get freaky with Maggie, and yeah, it was going to happen eventually. So, yeah. But that's 7 ideas so far. Hmm. Alpha getting kidnapped, I can't tell if that would really do much. Kidnapping Beta and Beta being a part of it? Oh, certainly. That would have changed a lot. But, I just can't tell Alpha really mattering. What if the church slaughter never happened and Gareth's small group of surviving cannibals attacked Alexandria in season 6 instead of the wolves? Swapping around the groups like that and the correlation of how that would happen doesn't really make any sense. What if Daryl got kidnapped instead of Beth, along with other people getting kidnapped instead of Beth? Those are saved. What if Maggie never fell in love with Glenn? That's saved. And how about we swap a little bit here? Watch this. What do you guys think? What if Beta was in Saw? You know what? Beta working as a Saw apprentice? You know what? Why the frick not? That definitely actually makes sense. He would be like another Mark Hoffman, because Mark Hoffman was big and tough, but Beta would definitely wreck him. What if Terminus was an actual sanctuary? I think that's saved. Yeah. What if Merle never got handcuffed and Merle rob Rick's group and leave? I actually have What If T-Dog never dropped the key, and I have 3 endings earlier on in my channel. You just have to look for the video, but it is done. What if Michonne joined Negan? Technically, we've already seen what Michonne joining Negan looks like. We just didn't get the full thing. But the full thing will be done on the channel. It's just going to be a while before I do it. What if Sophia was one of Herschel's daughters? Well, then Carol and Ed would just be together, and that would take out a lot of context between seasons 1 and 2. I can't really think of how I would work around all that. And Herschel already had a big family, so especially in the comics. So unfortunately, I can't do that. What if the helicopter pilot by Althea, who saved Daniel, Luciana, Charlie, Wes, and the priest for the nuke, headed to the CRM? Well, the helicopter pilot, I forget what her name was, she was on her own, and she and Althea left, and we hadn't seen them in forever. She abandoned the CRM to be with Althea. Bit weird, but hey, I'm not going to judge. I just think that it really wouldn't have mattered. They would have probably gotten themselves killed, if anything. Would he wear a mask like The Walking Dead? I have no idea. What if SpongeBob and Patrick as... Yeah, no. It's weird enough I'm going to be putting SpongeBob in the Dragon Ball Tournament of Power, but anything else is just moot. It's weird to put in SpongeBob in anything besides that. If anything, King, I would replace Mark with Beta, not Gordon and Beta. And Mark would almost be like maybe an extra asset, if not completely kicked to the curb. And maybe at the end, Mark is like one of the big... I have no idea what I'm going to do yet. That what if's not going to happen for a very, very long time. So I can't say how I'm going to do that. What if Eric Matthews was kidnapped by Jigsaw? Yes, you already did that. What if Rick never saved Negan? I've done What If Rick Killed Negan in Season 8. You just have to look for it on my channel. What if Merle never killed Gargiulio? That's saved. And that's actually one of the what ifs I teased in one of my community posts. That's going to be happening within the next few months. So, yeah, you'll definitely see that here pretty soon. And anyone who's paid attention to that can definitely vouch for that. What if the governor spared Wells from the helicopter and didn't kill the National Guardsmen? It's just like Rick's other cop friends. I don't think they would have amounted to much. If they were killed that easily by the governor and all those other men, even if it was a sneak attack, it just doesn't feel like they would have mattered in the long run. What if the wolves never attacked Noah's place? I have what if the wolves attacked when Rick and company showed up? So I can almost make that like that idea. What if Woodbury and the prison were found by the CRM? That's still like what if the CRM appeared early? I'm not gonna do like rehashed content for an idea. I do rehashed like premises. Like, for example, I've had same couples in what ifs before and similar ideas done in stories, but I've never focused on two ideas that were so close together, and that would be way too close together. Rehashed content, no one would like that. So yeah, Teddy would definitely set off the nukes. He was crazy. What if Morgan killed Carl? Well, to be fair, Carl came out of nowhere. I have Carl killing Morgan though, so that'll happen. What if Tony was in Saw? I just thought of something. What if Tony was kidnapped by Jigsaw instead of those guys? So he could be kidnapped by him. Get my charger. From my laptop because this thing runs out of battery very quickly. I've never watched Breaking Bad or anything like that. What if Daryl never stopped Carol from running into Sophia? And what if Sophia bit Carol? Well, that's saved. Someone asked me about that already. What if freaking Daryl left Jesus? No, Jesus caught up to them several times and outstumped them, so that wouldn't be the case. I have what if the lineup happened at Alexandria, so that's the best you're going to get out of that one. What if Morgan was in Saw? That actually works. Because Morgan made all those death traps. So I'll just make this. What if Morgan was kidnapped by Jigsaw? What if Troy actually got to live? That's saved. And I can't really change their age like that. That's really weird to do. And not really right, I feel, for the characters. What if Aaron got killed instead of Jesus? Someone asked me about that last week. I think I saved that already. What if Dwight was? How would that impact the story though? Dwight's character, I feel, would be better off either replacing Daryl or doing something that would fit his character, and the CRM definitely just does not fit the bill. What if Merle went back to the Atlanta camp? Technically, I already did that with What If Merle Took the Van in Season 1. Are you excited for the new Rick show? Of course I am. Tomorrow it's featured, but unfortunately we're not going to do a watch party. I'm just going to do a before and after discussion on Discord and possibly YouTube. I haven't decided yet. And yeah, we'll just have a before and after discussion mainly on Discord about our thoughts about what the episode's going to bring and how we thought about it. However you intend on watching it. Dwight and Sherry in the Commonwealth, I just don't see them really being. Beta being Lizard, I already have. No, that seems a little too convoluted. Mercer was in Saw. Mercer was already in the Commonwealth. But in Saw, I don't see Mercer being in Saw. What if Aaron... We already have 10 ideas, and we still have plenty of time in the stream. How about we change a little bit up? Music time! Music change. And instead of Bikini Bottom, we're going to put come on. Why won't it let me add anymore? You can only add a select few at a time, apparently. Well, how about Planet Namek? Aaron doesn't seem like an agent for a CRM guy. That definitely would make his act a lot more like on Rick's side at the time. But I already have Alexandria being crazy. Like, what if Alexandria and Terminus swapped? So, yeah. What if Ed never died? I've already made What If Ed survived before. It was a single what if, and I asked about a part 2 for anyone who would want it. And I'm actually going to make a remake and make a series out of it here in the future. What if Alicia and Troy actually had a kid? Why freaking not? Yeah, I can't tell why he left, and honestly, with very little care for his character, I can't say I could do anything with him. after the CDC. Maybe some of the season 2. I feel that everything that Rick did after that point, whether it was good or bad, I can't say that that would almost be like, what if The Walking Dead was a dream, which is something I've teased before, like, which is going to happen. Yeah. What if the governor was in the song? Yeah. I've already saved that. And for you, GMV, I did shout you out in my video in the comments, but I can't really work in audio to an already done project, especially if it was done on my phone. If it was done on my laptop, then I would consider. But the last video I have saved, which is going to be Monday's episode, I can't really put in audio. But I did shout you out in the comments section. Toasters? Okay, we got a weirdo. Hope you guys like Planet Namek. What if would Daryl kill Dwight, or would Daryl spare him after Sherry helped him? Well, didn't you watch season 8, right? Daryl did spare Dwight. But then someone asked me, what if Dwight replaced Daryl? Or what if Dwight killed Daryl? I have Dwight and Daryl what if saved already. If the US government survived the outbreak, then the outbreak might not have even lasted that long, and the world would have even been in even more chaos, because the US government would have tried to take over any groups that freaking went rogue, or the Whisperers or anything. It would have became a huge cluster, and yeah. If they bring Dwight back into the story, I feel like Dead City would be a good place for him and Sherry because of Negan. People keep saying that that's going to happen. I have what if Rick killed Joe instead of Lou. So, yeah. I like how Namek blew up in 5 minutes but took tons of episodes. Well, think about it this way. They did that with the Tournament of Power, too. So, yeah. What if the Commonwealth and the CRM were in the midst of a war? That's saved. What if Eric Matthews killed Amanda Young? That's saved. What if Maggie killed Negan? No, Negan was already so broken by that point, there would be no reason to. What if Tara met Dale? Well, in Nitro Storm's videos, like, what if what if the governor appeared early, and what if his Dale survived? Which I've seen plenty of you guys on, actually. Nitro Storm, which is freaking cool. He's done that premise before, but if I were to do it, it would probably encapsulate his idea too much, and I really don't see how Tara and Dale would interact. What if all the cannibals died and Gareth met Eastman? I could do that. What if Jenner joined Rick? The only way I see that, I have in my what if Jim survived, my single what if earlier on in the channel, I have made Jenner join Rick, and it pretty much resulted in him saving the world. Daryl would have never said that he was Negan. He has been kidnapped by every major group in the entirety of The Walking Dead. He has been, if I need to remind anybody, he has interrogated Randall from Randall's group. He has been kidnapped by the governor. He joined the Claimers. He was kidnapped with everybody else by the cannibals. He was kidnapped by the Saviors, had to deal with the wolves. Daryl has been through hell and back, dealing with every group and joining every group, and never once went to their side fully. So to make him suddenly join a group, unless he was with Merle at the beginning and following him around, which I have several ideas like that saved, that's the only instance that I see Daryl joining another group. What if the governor joined the Whisperers and the Commonwealth? Those are saved ideas. What if the governor joined the Wolves? Now that I didn't think of. But the governor joining the Wolves, you know what? No problem. It's one of the only groups that I never thought to put anybody in. How would the CRM save John Dory? And Eastman saving Gabriel, that would not be possible. Because by that point, Morgan had already, we saw him, he had already left at that point. The only way that Eastman would be able to join the group is how I did it in What If Eastman Survived? And if Rick's group was not at Terminus yet. Because the timing would have to be right also. What if the governor was in Rick's group in season 1? Then you would need someone to replace him. And I've done that with Pope, Negan, and Troy. I've replaced him with. But none of them joined Rick's group except Negan and Rick replacing Rules. There's no one to really replace him in that scenario. What if Martinez killed the governor? Martinez said that if the girl wasn't there, Megan, then he didn't say he was going to kill him. He just said he wasn't going to help him. So, yeah, I don't see that happening. What if Abraham was CRM leader? Well, I have here Abraham joining the CRM, so we'll see something like that happen. Why would Eastman kidnap Beth? And I already have Eastman being a villain, but no, that would be rehashed content. If you can think of a scenario where Beth meets Eastman in a non-kidnapping way, then I'll think about it. What if Beth joined Terminus or was kidnapped by the Terminus people? That's saved. What if Shumpert survived and prevented the governor from killing Martinez and taking over? So, what if Shumpert survived? Okay, making Shumpert a full fit and making the governor never get back in charge. Not bad. Not bad. That's 14 ideas, and we still got a good bit of time left. Not bad. Not at all. What if Lemonhead? You guys have recommended that so many times by this point, it's not even funny. I mean, it is, but it isn't. How do you guys like this? Herschel's Farm. forget who Proctor John is. I can't do that. The music on this is very limited. I'm only limited to 3 tunes without paying for it, and I can't put in my own music. And plus, if I put in the governor's theme song, I possibly would get copyrighted. Okay. What if Eastman found Beth? That's a better name. Who recommended that? King. Okay. What if Eastman found Beth? I mean, it's a bit weird with the angling and where they all are, but I think it could work. Proctor John. Who was he? John. Oh, that dude. I can't really say that I have anything like good to say. Virginia, Hetty, and Troy, they all seemed like very good Fear villains, but there weren't too many of them in Fear that I could really do. What if the governor was in Scream? That's saved. What if Lizzie and Mika were the governor's daughters? Then the governor would almost... That's interesting. Because not only would the governor not be evil, would Penny still be a walker? And if so, no, I feel like I could do that. It just would change the dynamic and almost make the governor like not a bad person at all. So sure, Penny and his wife would die, but Lizzie and Mika being extra... You know what? That actually makes sense. Nice, King. That's 16. What if Eric Matthews was in Scream and worked with Dewey? Okay. What if Eric Matthews worked with Daniel, or not Daniel, Dewey Riley, to be more specific. Victor killing Daniel, I don't see that happening. Daniel lived throughout the entirety of Fear, and he was like the John Wick of Fear the Walking Dead. So to kill him against Victor, I just feel it right that he lived. I feel like I've done a Sheldon and Eugene What If or saved it before, but I might have canceled it. But young Sheldon being with the Atlanta camp? Wait until he meets Eugene. So what if young Sheldon was in The Walking Dead? 18. Who's Tony Soprano? Who is that? And you guys ready for the next background? We got hit, time skip, background. I've never seen it. Next. Too bad we only got 3 tunes. I can't upgrade unless I have more money. Herschel's farm was already belonged to the dead. So why would they go back there? It would be abandoned and destroyed. The barn was already burned and everywhere was destroyed. Why would they go back there? What if Hoffman killed Jigsaw and Amanda? He killed Jill Tuck already. What if Hoffman killed Jigsaw and Amanda? No, I feel the way that they treated Hoffman's character, in the sense you're trying to describe it, I feel like it would have just been better for him to just go the way he was, honestly. But we got 18 ideas and still got 15 minutes. What if Ed was in the prison? Make that 19. Okay, we're going to switch this music. I'm going to keep it to down tempo and chill hop. Well, then Sophia would have died earlier. No, I feel like Sophia would have either been bitten in that sense and then killed, or found really easily without that much trouble. So, not too much overall to do that as a story. Okay, how about this for a background? How about this? We've got, wait for it. The Sanctuary. Well, that's going to happen in What If Rick's family joined Madison. That's going to be the parallel what if to What If Madison's family joined Rick. So that will happen. It will just be the old Atlanta camp who meets them. What if Strom was an apprentice? Someone asked me that already. Might have even been you, Goat. That's saved. The group of the Atlanta camp got scattered and they attacked due to similar season 4. The reason they got separated in season 4 was because the governor showed up to a prison with a freaking tank and a freaking military squad militia. And at the Atlanta camp, it was just a simple pack of walkers. It would not get that serious. we got 15 minutes left in the stream, and I don't know if I want to look at the subscriber level, but I feel like I want to. Aw, only one more? That's almost disappointing. I would have expected it to be a lot higher than that. What's that noise? Yeah, I thought more people would have been on here and seen this. Maybe I should have waited until the end. Probably would have seen 900 by that point. Or maybe it's because people aren't used to my new way of working. If Dr. Gordon being an apprentice was much better than him being actually Jigsaw. What if the prison was never found by the governor? They were too close for them not to find it. What if the prisoners were all good? I have them all being serial killers, but all good? Nah, there's no way I could think of a scenario where Tomas and Andrew are good. I have Tomas surviving and a few other prisoner stories, along with some ones that feature prisoners in the comics, but as for them, overall, as for them being good, I can't think of a way that I could do that. What if Carl ran away instead of Sophia? That's saved. All right, let's. How about this? How about this? We will do. Kame House. All the prisoners were banished by Rick's group and joined Woodbury. Yeah, no. Tomas surviving is the best you're going to get out of that. What if Nick survived? That's saved. Jesus, you guys, you would have thought that you were ran out of the Walking Dead ideas by this point. But we're still killing it. God, at this point, we'll be on The Walking Dead for freaking years before I get to another genre. But I'm not blaming you guys for that because, hey, any and all the Walking Dead ideas that you got, throw them my way because as long as it doesn't take me forever with the stories and everything, they'll make really good stories regardless, even if they are. Yeah, that's saved. Yeah, I would have seriously... I have What If I Was in Saw, and that will cover that goat. I would have thought with the new mechanic, the new music, the new streaming service, everything that I just put into the Q&A, that would have gotten me way over 30 subs, which is what I had gotten from those past two Q&As. And yet I look, and I only got, like, 2 extra subs, which is minorly disappointing, but I think people need to get used to this is, like, the new way that I'm doing Q&As. What if T-Dog and Daryl killed Oscar and Axel when Rick ran after Andrew? Well, then it wouldn't really have mattered much. It'd just be 2 less people. Next topic was on screen. That's saved. It's only the first day. That's fair. I just overthink a lot, which is something that you guys are probably well aware of. And yeah, I just overthink a lot, and that's probably what makes me a freaking good storyteller, is that I'm just an overthinker. I think about things a lot, and if I think about it too much, it just kind of, I don't know, it messes with me. What if Radiator Springs was a community in The Walking Dead? I have what if Rick found Lightning McQueen? So, I mean, I guess I could put that in some way, shape, or form in that. Yeah, it's what if Rick found Lightning McQueen instead of the horse? And I actually have what if Rick found Shiva instead of the horse? What if Charlie was part of the kids in the prison? What do you mean? Kids in the prison? I'm confused. What if Rick went with Otis instead of Shane, and Shane had the blood type to save Carl? That wouldn't be possible, I don't think, because Rick and Carl, they were related, but Shane and Carl, no, I can't see how I would be able to do that. All right, how we got this? Audio and the other world. What if Eric Matthews was and Hoffman? Hoffman was already part of Jigsaw's crew, I believe. And Eric Matthews, their game, I think, was already set up. The timing of that would be way too confusing to be able to work around. What if Shane was actually Rick's brother? I believe that someone already asked me if Shane and Rick could become brothers, and I already saved that. So what was the question? I already have Charlie. I already have you mean Patrick? Anyways, I believe that I already have Charlie and Ennis becoming part of the Atlanta camp. So putting them in Woodbury and then making them come with Lizzie and Mika, that would be kind of too rehashed material. So, yeah. What if Shane never saved Lori and Carl? I have that saved along with saving only one of them. How can it work out, though? Because, like I said, once again, Rick and Shane being brothers, that could work in that sense. But alone as a standalone what if, that wouldn't work. That still doesn't solve the problem, though. Now, the underworld from Dragon Ball. Sophia took Rick's gun when she reached for it while he... Either that King of Portals or Rick himself. It would have attracted that whole horde that just passed by. So, that is not a good idea. Oh, you want Planet Vegeta? I'll give you Planet Vegeta. And just gotta find them. And come on. Bada bang, bada boom. Planet Vegeta. I love this so much. All right, we're gonna end the Q&A here, and from now on, 5 minutes before the Q&A ends, we got 19 ideas. 5 minutes before the Q&A ends, we're gonna experiment with backgrounds and see how you guys like it. How's that? Sounds like an awesome way to frickin' end off Q&As. You guys wanted Woodbury? You guys got Woodbury? Just let me blast her all in. Boom. Yeah, literally anything a background. That is what this is capable of. And I am really happy with it. All right, you wanted Woodbury? Let's freaking do this. Sorry, stuff was getting in the way. I give you one sec. Woodbury. Woo! We did get 19 ideas though, and I'm more than happy with that, and the fact that last 5 minutes and even a little bit beyond, depending on how much you guys like it, we get to experiment with frickin' backgrounds. What if Bob saw Martin and didn't get captured? No, Bob was already all with all the Saul Martin. No, he was definitely going to get captured. Anyway. All right. Now, when you said Terminus, let's go ahead and get Terminus up here. I just got to find a decent enough picture. Here we go. That works. Boom. Let's go ahead and bada bing. Bada boom. And welcome to Terminus. Could have lasted longer if the governor didn't burn it to the frickin' ground. Gotus. Oh, this music, I didn't expect it to put that in. I guess I just didn't listen to this part long enough. Now watch this. I got one for you guys. And it's the space background for my Rick and Goku picture and my back cover for my channel. I give you space. a very cool space picture, which perfectly encapsulates my channel, looking into thousands of realities and space and everything. Yeah, you guys already asked me to save that last time if Woodbury was still standing, so it's not like we're not going to see that happen. It's just you're never going to see it happen in the show. Governor was just lost at that point because everyone betrayed him and he killed all his men. Yeah, I have Otis what ifs, but that's just not one of them. Otis joining Negan. Anyway. Any other backgrounds, or are we wrapping it up for today? Hilltop? All right, you got yourself a deal. I'm so freaking happy that I have a freaking computer. I cannot tell you guys how happy I am. Okay, we gotta find a good Hilltop picture. It works. Who cares? And I will be saving almost every one of these backgrounds in my folder on my laptop, so it's not like we'll never get back to them. It's not like you guys can't recommend we go back to those backgrounds every now and again. It's just that we're just experimenting. We're having fun, you know? So just don't forget that. Hilltop. I can't do that, GMB. Yeah, because one, it's pre-recorded, and two, I shouted you out in the comments section of today's episode. Not today's episode, yesterday's episode. So, yeah, I already shouted you out. You guys are like gearing up Otis for more than he's able to be. I have what if Otis killed Shane and like survived and everything and other stuff like that, but I'm not going to go that hard with Otis's character, even though I'm literally going to be making Clara, that freaking crazy girl from season 4, I'm going to make her a character. So there's just more I can do with some characters than others. And one of you said Alexandria. Looks like we're not getting rid of backgrounds anytime soon, so I'm not going to stay on here forever with backgrounds for you guys because this is a Q&A, so we're going to be wrapping it up here pretty soon. I just wanted to take the last bit of time in the Q&A to have fun with you guys. But to know that we're not going to be doing this like for longer than it should be, you know? We can have fun with it, but we're not going to go crazy with it. You guys get what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm doing Alexandria. I just needed to save it. Where are you, Alexandria? Boom. All right, how about this? If we could think of one more crazy background then that will be the last one for today. And one of you can even get like a freaking shout out or something, or get to recommend an extra idea. But it depends on who recommends the best background. I will either let you do a awesome idea, one last idea for the stream, or you can just get a shout out. That will be the new rule from now on for Q&As. I'll let everyone come. The Atlanta camp, Planet Vegeta blowing up. All right, that's good. Anyone else? Any other votes? No? Well then, looks like majority rules, Planet Vegeta blowing up. Now, I gotta think of a real good picture for Planet Vegeta blowing up, because this has gotta be good. It's gotta be real good. Now then. All right. Boom. Planet Vegeta blowing up. Want me to do the signature pose of Frieza too? I'm just like Frieza, just chilling back while Frieza just destroys the planet. I love this. I love this so much with the backgrounds and everything. More people are missing out, man. But King, now, would you like a shout out here in the chat? I'll just shout out you here in the chat, like in the comments and everything where you guys are commenting. Or do you want to recommend one more idea for the stream? You can recommend as many as you need if you want to come up with a very good one or something. It depends. Do you want a shout out or do you want to recommend a cool idea? Sure. Now then, allow me to accommodate you, King Devin, for recommending great ideas being and for you. There you go. No problem, man. All right, that's 19 ideas, and you guys have most likely had a good time too with all the ideas and backgrounds and discussions and stuff. Yeah, I think today's been one of the best Q&A days yet, even if we didn't like. I'm gonna look back and, yeah, I agree. It's just probably would take a few more days for the subs to kick back in, like they were. Um, just more people, life, stuff like that. I'm not particularly bothered because you're all right. I am close to 1K, and I ain't gonna rush it. It just takes that one particular idea or stream or video. You know what I mean? Um, but I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A. Do not forget, any of you who are on Discord, to come to Discord tomorrow, because we need to do a before and after discussion. No matter if you're watching it on AMC or on YouTube or whatever, we need to do a before and after discussion to discuss the ones who live. But besides that, I'll see you guys tomorrow for that. Maybe in the Discord later if some of you chat there. Hopefully we get to try and find out what happened to KJ or Ren or whatever, where the frick he's been. And Monday for the next episode of Dale, as well as Saturday for the next Q&A. Hopefully there's a lot more people then, even if some of them are trolls. You get me? But yeah, shout out to King, and I think I covered everything. Yeah. So we're going to end off here. Just gotta, chill with the music and everything. But yeah, we're off. Yeah, me too, King of Portals. Me too. All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Thank you for joining the stream.